This is going to be a real quick response to a video I did about a year ago entitled Cops Caught on Tape Beating and Kicking Unconscious Man. Um, I had a couple of comments. I had one that was done about 9 months ago, and then I got a new comment 2 weeks ago. I was intending to take that video down because I didn't get opportunity to. Uh, I finished the video, but I guess YouTube kind of cut the video short. It was about 10, 15 minutes long. And just to recap real fast, I saw the video on YouTube and I was kind of thrown by exactly what happened. And at the same time, I was kind of appalled with the comments that was left below the video. There were a lot of racist comments and a lot of racist slurs, and I just thought it was unnecessary, considering the whole situation. Let me just be the first to say that I do not condone the suspect's behavior or the cop's behavior. Um, I actually did a little more research later on, and found out that the cops actually tried to cover up the tape and uh, wasn't going to make it public to the victim's family, or wasn't going to make it public, tried to keep it out of the courts rather. And the suspect actually didn't even realize he had been beaten by the police officers until they actually played the video in court. So with that being said, I feel like the police officers were definitely in the wrong, and they knew they were wrong because they tried to cover it up by keeping the video out of the courts and keeping the video from the public's view. Um, I'm gonna quickly address these two comments. The first comment was by Snurjek. Um, he said, apparently the video you posted got cut short. It did. Here's what I propose. I encourage you to join the police force. If you don't like the conduct of the officers, then you can change the average conduct of the officers by joining their ranks. I approve of the suspect being beaten. I don't approve of him being beaten as a result of his race, but as a consequence of his actions alone. Had I been in the suspect's shoes, I would expect nothing less from the officers. Well, Snurjek, I didn't expect the suspect to be beaten at all because although I know that the police officers from day to day, they deal with a lot of havoc, a lot of criminal justice, a lot of criminals, and deal with a lot on a daily basis. I still don't approve of the officers dispensing justice at their own leisure. So I feel like this whole situation could have been avoided had the officers stuck to protocol and arrested the gentleman and gave him his day in court and let the judge decide what his punishment should be for his act. Um, Once again, I'm not approving what the suspect did either, because if you almost gave an officer, there's a likely chance that you're going to be beaten or something bad is going to happen to you if you take it upon yourself to put the police on a high-speed chase. Of course, everybody know when you're in a high-speed chase or the adrenaline is pumping. Like I said, the officers are already dealing with a lot. They have to dispense justice every day to common criminals. So I'm not saying that he got what he deserved. That would be the wrong thing for me to say, but I would say that he kind of brought it upon himself. And as I said before, I feel like the officers and the suspect both were in the wrong. Um, Everclear 197 said racism question mark. The guy hit a cop exclamation point. Should have shot him after he got thrown out of the vehicle. Scum. Not sure why my money has to feed the thug. Once again, I don't think no one is saying that your money has to feed a thug. I think my video was very misconstrued. I was not saying at all, I was not rallying for the suspect, because I feel like the suspect was totally in the wrong. I, but I definitely also feel like the cops were even more so wrong because the man was thrown from the vehicle and it was obvious that he was very unconscious. So them beating him even more, that was definitely unnecessary. And the found out later that the suspect got 20 years for almost scathing a cop in that car. Well, what did the cops get? Nothing. They just got a slap on the wrist. They were fired, but they should have been put in jail as well. They should have got about 20 years too for almost beating a man to death that was unconscious. So that's my take on it. And if you want to comment again and discuss it, fine. I just wanted to kind of clarify where I was going with it. I wasn't taking the suspect side. I wasn't taking the police side because I feel like both sides were wrong. But I basically was really trying to make a note to the comments that were left to the original video. There were a lot of racist and very unnecessary comments to that video, and that basically what my video was about. It wasn't. It was about I was gonna address the whole situation as a whole, but I was really just taken by some of the comments that were left by some of the viewers. So that's it. I'll talk to you guys later.